So poops, freedom of speech is a treasure that we should cherish and value in our daily lives because it is the bedrock of a functioning democratic society. But I just have to ask, why are Malaysians using their freedom of speech to undermine our police? So poops, our boys in blue are not perfect, but what I'm talking about is not the standard copy money 20 ringgit, 30 ringgit accusations. No, I mean, people are literally mocking the police, trying to manipulate the police, acting like if the police don't side with them, then they are traitors through their religion and race, while by the way acting like the police are biased against them. You can see this from pretty much any community out there, whether Malay, Chinese or Indian, but the easiest way to start exploring this is to search the word barwa, and you can see that if you search police right there, it becomes very common. Polis nampak ganas untuk orang Melayu je, lemahnya polis kekat Melayu je, baru nampak power. Bila terlalu lama jadi barwa, kuasa pun hilang. Yup, this is the kind that we are seeing here, there and everywhere as our netizens are casually discrediting and disrespecting our police. And frankly, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It has also become popular recently, by the way, for some content creators to go out there and suggest that the police are barwas as well. Especially on posts involving Zamri, Vinoth or Tamim, Dahri. The moment the police try to enforce the law or do what is necessary in order to get these people where they need to be, then they will be called traitors to their race, traitors to everybody for the crime of doing their job. And let's not even speak about how Randuk was casually suggesting that, well, if the police have a certain religion, then all of them need to act in some certain way, as if he is the definer of what is so-called religiously correct, and he can decide exactly what the police is supposed to do because he is right, because it is jati diri, because allegedly it is demi agama dan bangsa. And I'm like, bro, Sapoop, it doesn't work that way. Because in case you haven't realized, PDRM doesn't exist for you, it doesn't exist for a specific race, it exists for the entire country to protect the security of the entire country. But somehow or another, you have jokers like these who, whenever they face anything that they disagree with, then they go out there and then start sharing social media posts because they want to influence people to agitate against the police, to get people to discredit and undermine our boys in blue. And I'm like, bruh, this needs to stop. Can you imagine just what is gonna happen if you just keep on allowing this kind of nonsense to happen? Basically, what's gonna happen is that what you think are little social media games with people screaming barwa here and there is gonna translate into a long-term national security concern when people start thinking, oh, sebenarnya polis itu adalah barwa. And the next thing you know, then when the police are supposed to do their job, then they won't be able to, because all these people spend all that time going out there trying to undermine the police. And I'm like, dude, bro, stop. Now, you want to point out problems with the police. I think that is totally fair. Corruption is fair game. I've not personally experienced that, so I can't really comment. But this is different because it's literally turning people against the police and suggesting that the police are not even doing their job, which is like, WTF? This is the kind of thing that is unacceptable. You know it, I know it, MC knows it, which is why, and applause to them, posts like Randuks are getting suppressed because they are literally inciting people to subvert the authorities by saying that the authorities are not just. It is wrong for PDRM to behave in this way. It is okay for us to manipulate the police and suggest that just because we're really popular and a lot of people donate money to us, therefore we have a say in what is correct. The law doesn't matter. The fact that you are PDRM and you have an entire organization doesn't matter. You need to listen to me, a random influencer. Of course not, right? But still they think that way. And in my opinion, that is a very dangerous line of thinking. I've told you all multiple times I've had a lot of experiences with the PDRM and I've had no problems whatsoever. But again, maybe I'm not representative. It could just be the way that I talk to people or something like that. Maybe I have a certain effect. But that doesn't mean that you have a license to go out there and just start spreading slanders, meaning untrue things about the police because you want to fulfill your own agenda. That never was okay, it's not okay now, and it's not going to be okay in the future either. And I encourage y'all to get to know your abang police in your area. Kirim salam ke, there are 5 more days of puasa, so you can say selamat berpuasa. Abang bro, you can do it, awesome. Hashtag terima kasih, terima kasih, terima kasih. Bang Police. It's way better than going out there and screaming that they are barwa and just assuming that you can disrespect law and order in our society, because that is going beyond freedom of speech and it is going into actually compromising the ability of our justice system to function effectively just because you don't agree with actions taken on the basis of laws that you don't understand. Or perhaps you don't want to understand because you want to manipulate society in a specific way. And that is not okay. But so yeah, there are people out there trying to undermine our Malaysian police, and what do you think, Sapoops? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. That's all to say about that, and bye.